Hello, everyone. My name is Stanley St. Rose, and today we're going to be talking about Old Yeller, written by Fred Gibson. Now, before I go into the summary analysis of this novel, please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and/or comment so that the channel can continue to grow. In this novel, we are introduced to an individual by the name of Travis. Travis is this 14-year-old kid, and he's living on a farm in Texas. And right from the get go of the novel, his father is going on a cattle drive, and his father leaves him to take care of the farm. Now, Travis is a 14-year-old kid within the novel, and he's given a big task. His father just hops on his horse and he goes off into the sunset, and he just leaves his son to take care of this huge farm and a bunch of responsibilities, and it's not easy. While Travis is on the farm and he's starting to take care of his mother and little brother Arliss, he finds this dog by the name of Old Yeller that comes in to eat their meat. And at first he's mad. He just wants the dog to stop eating the meat on the farm. But after he gets that done, after he gets that settled, he befriends the dog, and the dog basically becomes his, and they become best friends. And so throughout the novel, you get this picturesque scene of Old Yeller and Travis just going on adventures together, on doing daily chores together. The most dangerous things that Travis does with Old Yeller is the way in which they mark pigs. And so basically, what they have to do is kind of like cut into the ear of the pigs that Travis's father or they own as a family, so that they can mark the pigs. And so if a pig gets lost, or the pig that they own, the pigs that they own don't get stolen or taken by the other farmers as their own. The novel goes forward, and several dangerous things happen. Several dangerous things occur. We see Arliss get in danger. A bear almost killed him, attacked him, and Old Yeller comes in to save the day. Within this novel, Old Yeller is like this super wolf-like dog that doesn't take no for an answer. Old Yeller is like a dog with just this bravado that you can't deny. He does what he wants. He doesn't even eat from Travis's hand or from Travis's farm that much. He just goes around to other people's farms and just steal eggs, and all the other just does whatever he wants. He has this like weird bark that sounds like a human scream. So Old Yeller is the dog. He is the number one dog. He fights bears. We see him fight a wolf within the novel, and when he gets bit, but he's Old Yeller. It doesn't matter who he fights. It doesn't matter if it's a bear, a boar, a pig, a wolf. It doesn't matter. Old Yeller just comes in within the novel to just save the day. And throughout the novel, we just see Travis just enjoying Old Yeller. He's like, man, this is a great dog. This is my dog. I'm not gonna let this dog go. When Old Yeller's owner comes in and says, that's my dog, I lost that dog. Travis is very sad, but eventually the owner lets Travis keep Old Yeller. We see other things within the novel, such as the Old Yeller stealing from other farmers. That's a problem. We see Travis's neighbor, a neighboring farmer by the name of Bud Cersei. He comes and he says, Old Yeller's stealing from me. He's stealing from other farmers. They would kill him for that. So maybe keep Old Yeller to your farm, and not steal from other people. But everything remains somewhat normal, and the adventures go on. What happens to turn things or make things darker is that we get news of an outbreak of rabies within the novel, and it starts to take all types of different animals. The wolf that Old Yeller fought had rabies, and during the fight, Old Yeller got bit by the wolf. There's other animals such as cows and other creatures within the wilderness that have rabies, and so everybody's trying to be careful, and the farmers are just killing animals or shooting animals that show signs of rabies. So we see a lot of significant things happen. We see Old Yeller save Travis and Arliss and the family several times throughout the novel. But at the end, the biggest issue that comes forward is that Old Yeller has rabies. Old Yeller was bit by the wolf, and Old Yeller is going to be violent and attack the family that he has been protecting for the entirety of the novel. So the tough thing that Travis has to do by the end of the novel is he shoots Old Yeller at the back of the head and kill Old Yeller, which is very difficult because a dog and his boy is, you know, a dog and his owner is just something that's very significant. It's something that, if you're an owner, if you're a 14-year-old man that has this dog that you've bonded with, that you very much enjoy, and killing it is something that's very difficult, that's very rough, that's very tough. And Travis, he was the man of the house, and he took care of it. He killed Old Yeller to protect his little brother and his mother and his family farm. Other significant characters that we see from the novel is Elizabeth, Cersei, and she comes in to Travis's house to help him recuperate or get better because he gets hurt a lot within the novel. He gets hit. His leg is badly damaged within the novel. He gets hit with a wild boar attack him, and he got tusked in the leg. And it's not really a job you would expect a 14-year-old to do. But the book is set in Texas, and people in Texas are tough. So Travis took the attack, and he recovered, and he got back on his feet and killed Old Yeller and protected his father's property. And when his father gets back to the farm at the end of the novel, Travis is a whole different individual. And as the reader, while I was reading this, I'm like, how could you leave your 14-year-old son to fight bears, wolves, wild pigs, and you know, Travis could have died because the things that he does within the novel, the things that he takes care of within the novel could have killed him. But his father thought that he could handle it, and he did handle it. And at the end of the novel, Travis is a man. He's not a boy anymore. He's a grown man, and he's seen how treacherous and how difficult life can be. And he's gonna go. He's gonna live ahead with all of the things he learned from Old Yeller and from life in general. We do get a good ending because we find one of Old Yeller's kids. Arliss is given one of Old Yeller's kids because Old Yeller, again, Old Yeller is a super dog, a dog that doesn't take no for an answer. Old Yeller is a dog that's gonna fight a wolf. So that sums him up basically. And so he had a lot of kids. So he went into other people's farms and had a bunch of kids. So Old Yeller's line lives on, and Arliss gets one of his pups, and so Travis, maybe he's gonna get a friend at some point in the future. So that's the novel. In terms of analysis, what we get from this novel is a coming of age story. Travis, at the beginning of a novel, we just get the sense that he's just this 14-year-old kid that is going to watch over the family farm. And in the beginning, you thought that maybe he was gonna make sure that none of the animals go missing, make sure that all the doors are locked, or something simple, or feeding the animals, giving the animals water, just simple things, taking care of the animals. No, that's not what happens at all. Travis is he dives on into these adventures that are very dangerous, that could that has a lot of bloodshed, that could have gotten him killed. And his father was the one that told him go right ahead. So his father turned him into a man while he was away. And Travis basically grows up. He grows up a lot within the novel. So this is definitely a novel about taking responsibility, or facing your obligations head on. And Travis did that, and he was very successful because he had a demeanor that was there for it, and also he had a lot of help from this wonderful dog by the name of Old Yeller. So that's the summary analysis of this novel. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and or comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.